Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name's Vanessa. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we are doing 3 reviews. All Makeup Revolution, all new products. So this is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. And I've had the concealer of that forever. And then we got the Fast Base Concealer. I also love the Fast Base Foundation stick. Love those. So I tried these guys out. And then I also tried out the Revolution Jewel Collection in Gilded. And this is what that beauty looks like. It has a beautiful, very clear mirror. Like, the packaging itself, I think, is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So I have the look on, as you guys can see, and let me scoot in here. This is what we are looking like, and I have to say, I really like the way this turned out, but I have been super sick, so if my voice is in or out, I'm very sorry. And I'm sorry that I haven't gotten anything up this week. So with this palette, normally I go really in depth with my eyeshadow tutorials, but with this one, where I am doing 2 other products, I'm doing 3 reviews in this video, I didn't go super in depth, but it's actually a really easy eyeshadow look. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe, and let's get into this review. Okay, so I have been sick, and we are going to start with the face because I am breaking out. My skin is just being super crazy. So we are going straight into the face so we're not looking at this mess the whole time. And then here is the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This better be full coverage because we need it today. And this is in the shade 10.5. So I'm sure you've seen this before. Big doe foot applicator. And we're just gonna put this right onto our face. Okay, at least this applicator does hold a bit more product. Some of them like don't have any product on them, and then you've got to dip back in 57 times, but this has a nice kind of hole there. It's got a little dip, and I appreciate that. And of course I am matching my face to the rest of my body, not to, you know, my face, because my body is still much darker than my face. So I also had an eye doctor's appointment today. My eyes are getting worse and worse, and they dilated my eyes twice. So they're still not back to normal, but we're getting there. I had to wait until my pupils went down a bit before I could film because I looked like a crazy. So here is one layer. You can see a little bit of my redness peeking through, but that is pretty dang good coverage. So I'm just gonna go back in where I need the coverage. So right here, a little bit here. I'm also gonna put a bit on my neck. All right, so I'm gonna take the brush. Oops, sorry guys. I'm gonna take the brush and just press it. I'm not at all buffing, just pressing motions. Okay, so there's what we're looking like built up. I think this is going to be one that is going to settle pretty good in my smile lines, which I don't like. All right, and then we have the Fast Base Concealer. This is an 8.5. I, of course, have the Conceal and Define Concealer, but I wanted to try this. All right, so we are taking the, ooh, it's a little bit light, but that's 2 shades lighter than my foundation. But holy cow, that is light. That is light. It looks a, well, it looks a way bit lighter Oh my goodness. Okay, so it looks way lighter on camera, but I mean, it is definitely still light in person. So I am taking this little It Cosmetics brush, and we're gonna try to blend this guy in. We're doing a super duper highlighted look today. Oh, wow. It's definitely really good coverage, because even with this being super duper light, it is covering. Like, wow. But this is too light. So I'm gonna grab another concealer and just throw it on top. I'm sorry, but I have to add another concealer. This is just too light for me, and I wanted to see how everything wore, but this will, I mean, no. It honestly looks worse on camera than it does in person, but it's still too light. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera, set this, and finish up the rest of my face, and then we will be back to play with this beauty. See you guys in just a second. Okay, so face is done. I did this eye off camera. We're gonna start on this eye, and I wanted to do something kind of soft but sexy. I think I want to add a wing to make it even sexier, but with this, where I am reviewing, you know, demoing as well, 2 other things, I'm not gonna go so in depth. Normally with my reviews and tutorials, I go super in depth. I show you guys exactly how I'm blending, where I'm putting it, all that. So I'm not gonna do that in this one. If you all want an in-depth tutorial with this palette, let me know, I will do it. But so this isn't 100 years long, we're just gonna go through this rather quickly. So I'm taking a fluffy brush. This is my Ipsy L34. And for my transition shade, I'm going in with Morocco right here. And I'm putting this in my crease and then blending it up. I'm just really gonna put this on gently, build it up, blow it out. All right, and then we are going to, I think I went a little overboard with the blush, but it's fine. We are gonna go in with Confession right here and put that in our actual crease with the Morphe M513. And again, I'm just gently putting it on and then building it up. And then if you do have hooded lids like I do, I'll kind of turn my head back and really get into that crease. I say that I'm not going in depth, but I always have little tips and tricks. I'm also taking Confession right here on the outer corner. I'm taking my transition shade, I went back in with it. I'm taking it up really high. I want it to be kind of just everywhere. I'm not taking it to the brow bone. I'm just leaving a really tiny little space there. And then we're gonna darken it up a bit more on the outer corner with Irreplaceable. And this is my Sigma E45. And this shade can get a little difficult to blend. So instead of pushing it in first, I'm literally dispersing it all over. We are going to cover some of this up anyway, but just so you know, that shade is a little bit harder to work with. Okay, now for the fun part, we are going to cut the crease. I'm using my Catrice Liquid Camo to cut it. And then just any synthetic brush you have. This is one that I pretty well always use for this, and it is from Walmart. We are gonna go in with Fetch, this beautiful guy over here, and I'm using my finger. I'm sticking it right in the middle and then going forward. Like, look how beautiful that shade is. There we go. It's just stunning. Oh, it's such a beautiful shade. And then I'm grabbing one of these little brushes from the Alamar set. Any flat synthetic brush will do. And I'm going in with Pretty right here. And I'm going to put this right on this inner corner. And then with another little synthetic brush, right here on this corner, I am going in with Mesmeric. I don't know if I said that right, but this guy right here. I am grabbing a chubby little pencil brush, and I'm taking Summer Love right here, and we're going to go right on the outline of our cut crease. Perfect. Back in with the Morphe M513, and I'm taking Morocco and Confession, and I'm going right above this guy. Right where we just did that peachier shade. I'm just blending it out a little bit. Same brush, and I am taking Irreplaceable, the darker shade right here. And I'm putting it right on our outer V. I'm still going to use the M513, and I'm going to go in with Morocco. Same thing with Confession. Alright, then I'm taking my pencil brush with Confession. Alright, then Summer Love, just to make it a bit peachier. Good deal. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera, throw on some lashes, probably some liner, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, here is the finished look. I think that it is stunning. I put a little bit of glam right here on my inner corners and just a tad on my brow bone. And then I use NYX matte liner. I have on Bare Minerals Boss liquid lipstick and Pure Pro Bombshell lashes. And that is it. So let's get down to, do we like these? Do we love these? Do we not? So I really, really like the concealer. I think it has great coverage. I definitely need to get a darker shade. Even though this is 2 shades up, it is still too light. So I will do that. And I've used these, by the way. This is not my first go at this. Especially the eyeshadow palette. I've worn it several times. The foundation, I think it looks great. And actually, as it's warmed up to my skin a bit, I think it looks even better. I think if you have dry skin, this may not work for you. It accentuates little patches a little bit more, and I have normal skin. It's barely dry sometimes, but it did accentuate my texture where my skin's just going crazy right now. Oily skin, I think you'll absolutely love this. I did powder it just a smidge because it was still a little bit tacky. It could be where I built it up, but I definitely recommend this if you have dry skin. I'd give it a go, but I would not set it, and then I would use a setting spray like crazy. Now the palette. I love this look. This palette is $15 though. When I seen it online, I thought it was a bigger palette. It's not. It's just a wee bit bigger than, like, this is neutrals versus neutrals. I love this palette. It is one of my favorites. But you can see it is just a smidge bigger. The packaging, hands down better. I mean hands down better. Like, this is beautiful. It has a great mirror in it. So I understand why it's more expensive. Plus the metallic shades in there. I have been waiting for Makeup Revolution to come out with metallic shades because their shimmers are just shimmers. So I love that they put that in there. I think this is definitely worth it. The mattes blend out beautifully. I mean beautifully. And I mean the metallics do what they are supposed to do. So I would actually recommend all of these. I love Makeup Revolution. It is one of my favorite brands. They're affordable and they have really great quality makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I hope you guys subscribe and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.